Brothers and sisters, it's David Hodge. Welcome. This is a continuation of the seven churches exposed. Today's topic, Satan. Brothers and sisters, Satan has stole your identity, is claiming to be you, brothers and sisters. You are unaware because your enemies, the devils, the Caucasian people, took you from your land and brought you here and enslaved and afflicted you. And their black-faced children, half devil, half men, from the rape of the black woman during this time of us being here. You know, those who look like me, you, but they're not us. Oreos, black on the outside, white on the inside. To see the devil. You see, they're all against you. These are your enemies that are totally against you, making sure you don't have a vision. Because it said that people without a vision will perish. You see? So they want to make sure you don't have one. So they gave you the American dream. They gave you Christianity. They gave you fairy tale, make-believe. You see? And Satan has stolen your identity. You see? He's the one controlling your image. The one destroying your image. The one ruining your credibility to be the seed of Abraham. They're all working together against you because keeping you down is keeping them lifted up. So, this is what they want to do. But they're trying to tell you that spooks and spirits are Satans and devils and demons. But they're not. They're physical people. Their job is to keep you blind, keep you misled, keep you confused. Because that's the easiest way to destroy an enemy. Kill them. If they don't see it coming, right? So that's what they're doing. You're taking advice from your enemies. So the results from the bad advice you're getting is bad. Okay, let's say that you're headed in a direction, right? And instead of heading up the stairs of success, you're falling down the stairs of failure, right? That's their job, to push you down them stairs. You see, you're heading in the direction of destruction. And the more you fall, the more bones you're breaking, the more injuries you're accumulating, all the way to your death. You understand? So their job not to securely or properly walk you up the stairs to success, which is your vision. Their job is to kick you down the stairs and watch you hurt yourself, watch you hurt others, hurt others that's just like you. You see? Turn you against one another, stop you from uniting. You see? Stop you from pushing well, they don't give you a vision anyway. Their job is to keep making sure you push the vision that's totally against you. See, believing in spooks and spirits and heaven and hell, and when you die, God came and died for your sins, and all this stuff is mysteries and lies, fairy tale, philosophy, stuff that can't be proven. You see, and it's all destroying your brain, destroying how you think, keeping your level of thinking low. You see, and all these things is tactics to destroy you, keep you under their level of thinking, which that way they can maintain control over you, because you're giving them the control, because they're stopping you from thinking. You need to be able to think above their level to get out of their grip, and they want to make sure they maintain their grip on you, brothers and sisters. So that's what we're here to do: give you the power to break that grip. You see, to get that grip off you. You know, so you can identify your enemies. You see, you're just that much more powerful. They don't want you to start thinking. See, now you be able to identify your enemies. Now you can move different. You see, now you know that devils and demons are physical people. Now you move different. Now you know Satan has stolen your identity. You can move different. So what I'm saying is, brothers and sisters, just simple concepts of understanding these things lifts your power, lifts your thinking level. You see, and that's what they want. That's what they don't want. They don't want you to become conscious. They don't want you to be registered in the right way of thinking, because that lifts your level of thinking. That takes you out of the miserable condition you're in. That helps steer you in the right direction. You see, and they no longer have that control over you, because now you're thinking logical. you're thinking in the right direction. You see, now you're more powerful. You see, now you understand how things work. You understand who people are. You understand who your enemies are. So now you're no longer your own enemy, because now you can identify your enemy. And that's what they want. They don't want you to do that. They want you to believe everything is invisible. They don't want you to be able to point the finger at who the devil and demon and Satan is, which are physical people, which are them. You see? So what we're identifying today, we're here to give you that light. You see? Which Satan is the one who has stolen your identity, has trashed you, has trashed yours to steal yours. You understand? So that's what he's going to do. That's what he's going to continue to do, because, like I said, all these people are lifted up off keeping you down. So if you ever come up, they got to come down. So they don't want that to happen. So they're going to keep doing what they're doing. So they're going to keep, and they're doing these things constantly. You see 24/7 all around the clock. They don't, it's not they go by that they're not pushing their vision, which is to destroy you. You see? Pushing their agenda, which is to destroy you. Everything that they have set in place that's in this reality is to destroy you. I know, right? It's hard to believe that little old you, right? Because that's what they told you, that you was in fear, that you was nothing, that you was cursed, that you was this, you was wicked, evil. But all those, that's the propaganda, that's the lies, that's the stereotypes, or whatever they want to call it, to make you believe, you see, to destroy how you think. You see, all these things is to destroy you, brothers and sisters. And they keep you from your vision. That's why they keep you with people that look like you, but they ain't you. Keep you surrounded around them. You see? Because they're going to keep you down. They're going to make sure you misuse your energy. They're going to make sure you don't use your energy for the right thing. They're going to keep you within the programming. You understand? Okay. So let's get to it, brothers and sisters. How do I know that Satan is false Israel? Because it tells you in the book of 7 churches, which is Revelations chapters 2 and 3, verse 9, both chapters. It tells you here, Almighty God says, the Almighty God says so himself. He says what? He says, I am giving out of the synagogue of the Satan, of the ones saying themselves Jews to be, and not they are, but they are lying. And Jesus followed up and said what? He said, in the blasphemy, out of the ones saying Jews to be themselves, and not they are, but Satan. So it's clear. So who are the ones who have synagogues? It's false Israel, right? It says what? The synagogue of what? The synagogue of Satan. He said the ones saying Jews be themselves. Who the ones claim to be Jews? That's Satan again, right? False Israel, right? And it says what? It said the ones saying themselves Jews to be, and not they are, but they are lying. And the blasphemy out of one saying, which is a lying again. And he said saying Jews to be themselves, and not they are, but Satan. You see how powerful that is? So why are they not sharing this in Sunday on church? In church, why aren't they sharing this in your ministry? Why aren't your pastors and preachers and your online reverends or whoever the hell your activists, so-called black leaders, or people that swear they anointed or they was touched by God, right? They God's man. They directly connected to God. But they're not sharing this information here. Why are they not telling you about this? Because this is powerful. Because you got people that's claiming to be you. You got people that's in your that's acting like they you, brothers and sisters, but they're not. But they're destroying you. So why ain't nobody telling you that? Hey, you God's chosen people, but you got people that's claiming to be you, that's destroying you, that's working 24/7 around the clock to destroy you. They're the ones controlling Hollywood. They're the ones controlling all these things, right? They're controlling all these avenues that's destroying you, keeping you down. You see? They're the ones on the radio. They're the ones on the TV. They're the ones they're the ones controlling those avenues. They have the demons doing it because they look like you. So they got the demons acting like drug dealers, prostitutes, homosexuals, all these things, right? Like I said, to destroy you. They put these things in place to rewire your thoughts, to condition you, to program you, to keep you within the programming, to make sure that you never rise up, to make sure that you don't fit the description of the godly people, right? So they make sure you're savages, that you're uneducated, that you don't know how to do anything, that this is the demon's job, right? They're in cahoots with Satan, which is the one who has stolen your image, and their job is to pay the demons X amount of money, right? Pay them whatever they want, usually, to keep them in the spotlight, to be examples or role models for you to be destroyed. You see? It says, that's what it says in the book, in the 7 churches book. It said that that's what they would do, and that's what they're going to continue to do, brothers and sisters. But that's why I said, if you can't identify your enemies, then you are indeed your enemy. But the moment you do, now you know better, you do better. Now you move different. Now you understand. Now you can lift your other brothers and sisters up. and you see what's going on. You see what's really going on. Not the fake woke crap, not this trying to get ahead generational wealth crap. No, it said complete separation. You see, because you got people, you got the demons, that's their vision again. Generational wealth and life insurance, all these things, these tactics and tools to get ahead in the white man's world, right? In the devil's world, right? They want you to believe that you can get ahead here and we can stay here and our blood, sweat, and tears, and this is our land, this is our, you know what I'm saying, we deserve all this and this is us, and we've been here and we the indigenous people and all that old crap, right? No, brothers and sisters. The mission was always complete separation. And now the demons come in and change it. They said you ain't going nowhere. They said that devils ain't devils no more. They said we're gonna get this and that. And we're gonna get 6, 7 states and we're gonna get reparations and stay here. No, that's the demon vision. That's why I say that's why they don't give you your vision, because your vision is to separate, to leave. They said we leave out, come out. They said we leaving. They want you to stay here because the moment you separate, that's their destruction. You understand? So they don't want you to separate. They don't want you to go nowhere. Because if you separate, that's the end of them. They know that. You see? That's why they don't want you to go anywhere. You see? Because indeed, you are the bread and butter of America. You are the wealth of America. They're not going to tell you that. You see? They're not going to tell you that. You see? That's why I say. That's why they blocking these type of messages. They're not letting original people speak. They're letting those demons speak. So the people you see that's in your television, the people that you see on social media, the majority of people you see are demons. Masses, black-faced children, and they're keeping you within the programming. They're not telling you about this stuff. They're not telling you who your enemies is. They're not telling you about your vision. You see, they're not telling you about that we leaving. They're not talking like that. They're not telling you stuff that can elevate you and help move you forward in the right direction towards your vision, helping you invest in yourself. No, they're telling you to invest in massa, to invest in this American dream, which is totally against you and tailored to your destruction. You see? So let's get back to it. It's clear. Revelations chapters 2 and 3, verse 9. Both chapters tell you who Satan is, right? Then we have more identification, right? It says the ones claim to be something they're not. It's Satan, you see? So they're false, you see? And it even shows in their name. Who will name themselves false Israel? That by itself stands alone. False, fake, phony, fiction, not real, not true. False Israel is not real. Look at how they spell real. The A and the E should be flopped. These two vowels should be flopped. Anything that's spelled real should be spelled R-E-A-L. Israel. You see? So they don't want you to. You see how simple this is? They can just teach you that. Look how simple that is. You see? But they don't want you to know. They don't want you to raise your level of thinking. They want to keep you under there. They want to keep you under their level of thinking. So they maintain that control over you. Their job is to keep you within the program and keep you destroyed. Keep your brain, destroy your physical brain. Stop you from thinking. Terrorize your heart, which affects your thinking. All these things is destroy you. You see? Because it starts with a thought, brothers and sisters. You see? So they want to make sure that you're completely destroyed. And see, it's my job to lift you up, to empower you, to give you back, to set you back in the right direction, get you going back the direction they don't want you to go in, which is their destruction, and which is your paradise. You're headed to, you invest in yourself, you invest in your vision, you invest in your people. You see, you're sharing the light, you're giving your people the ability to lift up and come out of the darkness, which they don't want because they want you in darkness. They want to keep lying to you. They want to keep hitting you with all these lies. You'll see, because it's all destroy you to keep them on top, because that's how they thrive. Off your misery, off oppressing you, off you living in darkness. So they want you to come up out of that. They want you to stay within darkness. We're going to give some light, brothers and sisters. All right, so this right here, right? Jewish. Right? So who the Jewish people, right? It's false Israel, right? Satan. You see? So they wish that they were not. They wish they were Jews, right? But it says what? It says that they are Satan. So we know the word wish, right? Wish means just like I say, you can wish and hope and pray and all these things, but none has ever came from wishes and prayers. Nothing has ever been created off of wish and a prayer. You can wish and pray all you want, but we know nothing has ever came into existence from it. We know that you have to. The only thing that's ever brought things into existence is mathematics. You see? So You can, wish and pray all you want. You can have a desire or hope for something to happen. You can long for a dream, wish, pray, all that, but it's not going to come true. You see? That's not how it works. You see? So it says those who they wish they were Jews. But it says what? It says they're Satan. You see? So this is another clear indication that they're not who they claim to be. Jewish. They wish they were Jews. They're not. They're Satan. And it says here, ish, right? That's a suffix word for not exactly, not a little bit, somewhat, kinda, like mankind, kind of like a man, or like an image of something, right? If it's an image of something, that means it's not it. The thing that you took a picture of was the actual thing, but you took a picture of it. That's a picture of it. That's an image of it. Meaning it's not it. It's like Jewish. They're not it. You see, they're Jewish. They're somewhat kind of like not really. They're not it at all. You get it? So they wish they were Jews. But they're Satan. They're not it. You see? And the word Jew came from the word Judah, which is the original Levite tribe, priest tribe, right? And that's the original tribe. You see? See the Abraham tribe. And what are they? They're the seed of the devil. You see? So they're not. They wish that they were the tribe of Judah. They wish they were original, but their father's the devil. You see? Their son. You see? They're the seed of the devil. You see? They're wicked and evil. You see? So they can wish and hope and pray and all those things they want. Go ahead, do what you want. You see? But you're always going to be Satan. You're always going to be the son of the devil, the seed of the devil. You see? So brothers and sisters, they don't talk like this, right? Because their master won't pay their bills. You see? And now they won't be sponsored by Massa. Now they're gonna be deplatformed. Now they're gonna be shadow banned. You see? Now they're gonna be getting hit with violations. You see? They don't want to do that. They trying to pay their bills. They trying to stay afloat in reality. They trying to make sure that they doing good here. You see? But it said you can't serve two gods. You can't serve Satan and serve God. You see? You can't serve Satan and say the Almighty. Right? Serve God and the Almighty God and Satan. You see who's the God in this world, you see? You have to choose one or the other because if you love one, you hate the other. So you can't be in both realities. You understand? You can't try to do both. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're in this reality, right? You can maintain it. You gotta maintain your living, you see? But you don't invest in it. You invest in your vision. You see? Once you get it, once you got it, because to hell with this reality is going down. You see? But the more you invest in it, the more you invest in your destruction because it's going down. It's over with. Game over. It's going to be uninhabitable. It's going to be destroyed. You see? And that's the concept that we use. The building is on fire. America's on fire. And you just sitting around not thinking everything's cool. But the building about to burn up and collapse. And everything that you have invested in it is going to burn and collapse along with yourself. So guess what? Come with me. I know the way out. Let's get the hell out of here before this place burn down and destroy us. But they don't want you to do that. They want you to stay here in America. They want you to stay here in your imprisonment. They want you to destroy and burn up along with them. You see? All right, brothers and sisters. So here is your vision. The Abraham Covenant, which is the black man and woman of America's true vision, but they don't give it to you because, like I explained, it says a people without a vision would perish. So why? This is the main reason why they don't give it to you. They're taught to move around this. They're taught not to teach this. They told what to teach. They told what to say, how to say it, how to play off your emotions. And they don't give you this. But you're the only one who fit this description down to a T. Nobody else fits this description like you, brothers and sisters. But you have these false Israel, Satan, who claims to be you, claim to be a Semite, claim to be a seed of Abraham, and everybody with anti-Semitism, right? Everybody, because they're against them, right? Well, they're the real anti-Semites. They're the real, which is, it means to be against God's people, right? We're the Semites. They're the anti-Semites. So we're the body of Christ. And they're the anti-Christ. They're against you. Everything they do is against you, brothers and sisters. You see? So we won't go into it too deep. However, they claim to be Semites. They claim to be seed of Abraham. They claim to be, and so that this is their vision. They should be able to fit it like a glove. It should be perfect. It's nice and snug. Custom fit, right? But it doesn't. It doesn't fit them at all. You see, I can run through. I run through this all the time, brothers and sisters. This is when God, this is God speaking to Abram, which is Abraham. He was split from his seed, so he's called Abram until he was united with his seed again. It says what? What did God say to Abraham? He says, know of a surety that thy seed, right there, right off the bat, Abraham's seed. And wait a minute. Jesus said their father was the devil. You see, they're the seed of the devil. It's that quick, brothers and sisters. They already don't even fit the description. You see, you really don't even have to go no further because it's speaking to the seed of Abraham, and they're the seed of the devil. You see, and it says what? That the seed. It said, "No, of a surety," means certainly. That the seed shall be sojourners, meaning be temporarily in a strange land, a foreign land that is not theirs, a land that is not theirs, strange, foreign, right? Okay, so they claim to have been, right? The false Israel claimed to have been in Egypt, right? They claimed to be the Israelites that was delivered out of Egypt. Okay, so they went from Egypt to Palestine, right? Okay. Well, that's not strange. That's not foreign. That's not land that's not theirs. That's next door. That's across the street. For it to be truly foreign, it had to be from all the way east to west, or all the way west to east. You understand? That's foreign. That's strange. That's next door. Where they at? They went from Palestine to Egypt to Palestine. That's like being in Kansas going to Missouri. That's next door. That's easy to get across that water and get over there to Missouri from Kansas. That's nothing. You see? So that's exactly what they did. So this is another indication that they're not who they claim to be, because they're not. That's not strange. That's not foreign. That's next door. That's right across the street. They at home. You understand? And then it says what? That the seed of Abraham will go through servitude and affliction for 400 years. Well, how long did the Holocaust last? What, 5 or 6 years or so? At the hands of something that they caused themselves? The reason why they even went through the Holocaust, because they betrayed their country. They betrayed the German Jews during World War I. They helped Britain win that war because they're traitors. And, that's why they was getting eliminated, because when Hitler rose to power, he promised to get it back. He promised to get them back. And that this is a universal concept to do away with traitors. So they were being burnt up and put in concentration camps and gas chambers and all these things for a reason, because they deserve what happened to them. But either way it go, they went through the Holocaust for 5 to 6 years, which says what? 400 years, right? That's not 400 years. That's 5, 6 years. That's not even, man, that percentage is so low. You can't even make it to 10 years. You see what I'm saying? 5 to 6 years worth of the Holocaust was nothing compared to the Holocaust, 400 years of what we went through. But let's stay focused, brothers and sisters. So, right? So they're supposed to go through that 400 years. They went through 5, 6 years of something that they caused themselves. Then it says what? Servitude. They go through servitude. But wait a minute. Jesus had a conversation with the Jews, and he said, "This truth shall set you free." They were confused. They don't think the same. They got different minds. They got different nature. They was confused. And they said, "What you mean this truth? We was never in bondage to any man." So that right there, they told on themselves that they were never in bondage to any man. And it says what? That if you was a Semite, to be a true Semite, you had to go through servitude for 400 years. Servitude and affliction for 400 years. And they never been in bondage to any man. Which is another indication that they're not who they claim to be. You see? So brothers and sisters, you can see clearly. I don't even have to keep going. But I am. And it says that they should come out. Right? What? After what? After the 400 years. Okay, so they've already coming out. They came out in 1948, right? So they claiming that, right, they got a whole other thing going on, because they've already said they come out. But it said you come out after the 400 years. You see? Oh, hold on, brothers. I skipped something. Right. It said also that nation whom they serve will I judge. That's where we are. Okay, so 1619, 2019. That's 2020. That's 400 years, right? 2020, the year of judgment. The plague that will kill the firstborn, but kill the firstborn, meaning the elderly, but pass over those with the lamb's blood. Okay, so that's where we are. That's the 400-year mark. That's the plague. Kill the firstborn, meaning the elderly. Pass over those with lamb's blood, meaning it had to be original, had to have the same DNA as a lamb, right? So that passed over us, the black men and women, the original black men and women of America. That passed over Africa, Hades, because those are our brothers and sisters over there, and they got the same DNA as us. But who did it not pass over? It didn't pass over these devils, the Caucasian nations. It didn't pass over false Israel. It didn't pass over Satan. You see? So it says what? also the nation whom they serve will I judge. So they were judged. So that was an indication that they were the ones who were doing the 400 years of servitude and affliction on the seed of Abraham. And they were the ones judged. And it didn't pass over them. And that was a clear sign of them that their ass was in trouble. You understand? They was in trouble. They knew exactly what this was. They would talk the Bible from the womb. They would talk Exodus from the womb. You see? So they knew exactly what was going on once this happened. Once it happened, they knew exactly what was going on. You just don't, brothers and sisters, because you don't have this. You don't understand this. You see? And they keeping it from you. But they knew exactly what time they was in. They knew they was in trouble. They knew their time was limited. They knew they had to bust a move. Because now their time is short. They knew their time was up. Now they had to bust a move. And now you see them acting in the manner that they acting in. They acting violent. They out of control. The world is crumbling right before your eyes. You see everything that's going on is intense. You see violence, drugs, this, that. You see what's going on. You see? We're living out the scriptures, brothers and sisters. You see? And they knew that they was in trouble. That's what I'm trying to get to. They knew that they was in trouble. It didn't pass over them. They got hit. It was supposed to pass over them. They supposed to be God's chosen people. And it didn't pass over them. They knew exactly what was going on. You see? So however, it says what? And it says afterward, right? They shall come out. So they should be coming out around this time. But they already came out. They didn't already went from Egypt to Palestine. So wait a minute. That means that's past tense. It's what they're trying to teach you. But we know we're living out the scriptures. Meaning that we're living out Exodus. Meaning to exit. We haven't exited yet. We're on our way out. You see? And they claiming they've already did these things. Which is another indication that they're not who they claim to be. Because they should be coming out now. And then they say God would give them the land. And what the hell did they do? They took the land from the Palestinians, oppressed them for 70 plus years, and put them in concentration camp and confined them and oppressed their people and made them miserable for 70 plus years. So they didn't wait on God to bless them. They blessed themselves. And then on top of that, they sit in the wrong land. God told you where He give the land. He says, "Unto thy seed have I given this land from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates." Okay. So we go check those coordinates. Get a map. I'm gonna pull it up one day. Get a map. Map of the Middle East. Check those coordinates from the river of Egypt to the great river, the river Euphrates. And those coordinates are going to lead you to Great Arabia. Great Arabia. That's the land that God said He'll give them. And they're sitting in Lower Palestine, which is another indication that they're not who they claim to be. Which is another indication that they're false. You see? This is exactly why this is what the seven churches says. It says what? It says the ones saying Jews to be themselves and not they are, but they are lying. And it says what? The blasphemy out of the ones saying Jews to be themselves and not they are, but Satan. That what? That Satan himself will disguise himself as an angel of light. And it says what? As many ones as not are having the teaching this, who not they knew the things did to Satan. That Satan didn't even fit the damn Abraham covenant. He didn't even fit the description of a Semite. He was not in a strange land. He wasn't the seed of Abraham. He didn't go through 400 years of servitude or affliction. He came out too early. He's sitting on the wrong land. How many more red flags do you need? How many more red flags do you need? He's not who he claims to be. He's totally false. He's out of there. You see? And that's what this is about. The seven churches is about highlighting that. You see, bringing that out. Putting it on the surface, revealing, exposing, addressing, attacking, magnifying, and penetrating and narrow down who Satan is, which is false Israel. The people have stolen your identity and trying to destroy you. You see? And this is what your pastors and preachers and activists and so-called black leaders and spiritual leaders and everybody should be talking about. Nobody talking about that. Nobody talking about what? About Satan and how he don't fit the Abraham covenant and how he's false and how it says in Revelations 2 and 3 and the seven churches, verse 9, both chapters, that they're not who they claim to be. They're Satan. You see? And it says what? Know a tree by the fruit it bears. Know them by their works. Well, what the hell are they doing right now? You see? Are they killing and they killing women and children and dehydrating and starving women and children, blowing up children right now in Palestine? What they're doing in Gaza? Ain't that what they're doing out there right now? It said know them. It said actions speak louder than words. So their actions aren't matching up with their image anymore. They had claimed to be godly people and all these things, and now it's not working. Now nobody's falling for that. They're doing because they're doing the works of Satan. You see, in 2020, it said all things will fail. It said everything will backfire. It said they inherit what they say and what they do. And it said you see, it's all things will fail, right? So they had propaganda built around all these things, and that's how they were able to get away with these things. But now that's failing. Now their propaganda is failing. Now the truth's coming out. Now they're being exposed. Now they're being revealed. You see, now the people see them for who they are. But now they need that word. They need to know exactly who they are. They Satan. You see, and they say they do the works of them. See, because ain't that what they're doing right now? Which is the greatest sign of our time right now. Is what's taking place in Gaza, because that's an abomination of desolation. Abomination is something that causes disgust and hate, and that's exactly what they're doing. Everybody can see it showcased worldwide right now, and it's disgust and hate because of the destruction, the genocide of the Palestinians, where they killing innocent women and children and blowing up children and women and killing babies and starving and killing and depriving them from getting stuff that's going to make sure they survive. Won't get them water, food, nothing, heat, nothing. Put them under siege and destroying their people, destroying their land, destroying where they sleep at night, blowing up their buildings, killing families, killing the civilians, blowing up children. Check it out. Satan. Don't get it twisted, brothers and sisters. Palestinians, this is their consequence for what they've done to us, because they sold us into slavery. So, whatever everything that they got going on over there is their consequence. They're selling out their brothers, which is us. They sold us out to the devil. Now look at them. You see, we're not shedding tears for them. I'm just telling you what's going on. It's an abomination of desolation, which is right before your eyes, showing you what's going on. This is a sign that our people need. Their life is in danger. They need this sign because the destruction of false Israel was coming right after this. This is a reflection of what's going to happen to false Israel. You understand? That's what it's saying. See the abomination of desolation. This is what's going to happen to them. He said all things will fail. All things will backfire. He said they didn't hear what they say. They see everything you see they're doing is coming back. It's going to come back at them full throttle. They're going to be under siege. They're going to be starved out. They're going to be no water, no electricity, no heat, no this. They're going to be put under siege. They're going to be destroyed. Completely destroyed. It was a sign to you, because that's going to trigger the attack of all blacks. We're going to get to it. Excuse me, brothers and sisters. Alright, so you see what's going on. You see, these God's so-called chosen people. Look what they're doing to the people over there. Look at this. Do they look happy? Do they look like they good? You see this? You see this? Mother and her child. You see this? Father and his daughter. You see this? Destruction. You see this? These people sitting around, hungry, starving, injured, malnutrition, starving to death. You see? Injured, hurt. You see? The distress on their face. This is what Satan has caused. So just like the works of Jesus, which they claim to have been Jesus, they claim to have been right. They do everything in the name of Jesus, right? That everybody claims that these are godly people, but they don't even that's nothing. They don't even believe in Jesus. You see? They believe that Jesus is in hell burning his own piss and shit, his own feces and urine. You see? So they don't even believe in the Jesus that America served. America's backing them 24/7. America's the one who brought them into existence, so you better back them, because they got dirt on America. America's done worse. America has oppressed us and murdered and completely dehumanized us past imaginable for 400 plus years. You see, and they've done more than other nations, so they better back them. They better back Satan, because they built that mask to protect themselves from being discovered as wicked devils who are cursing God's people. So you see, but this God's so-called chosen people. Look what they're doing over there, right? Killing innocent women and children, blowing up children. You see, destroying families. Look at them. Do they look happy? No, it's the works of Satan. Misery, oppression, destruction. You see, genocide. You see? And here's another one. Staple. This is the staple of what's going on over there. They're starving out people. Look at the boy. This is from start to finish. See? All the way here. Look at him. Does this look like the works of Jesus? Or the name of Jesus? No. It says Satan. You see? The God of this world. You see, you see the reflection of the world. You see what's going on in the world. You see, violence, drugs, sex, homosexuality, fornication, adultery, all these damn things, right? Drug overdose, guns, violence, conflict, friction. You see, it's all coming out of Satan's mind. All these things is reflect his mind. Now he's showing you his true colors. He's showing you exactly who the hell he is. And now it says what? It says now in the time that everything will fail, everything will backfire. It says you reap what you sow. You understand? So now that's what's headed his way. And that's what, now this is the greatest sign of our time, because everything that you see going on over there is going to be taking place with him. You know what I'm saying? I can skip that. That's what's going to be taking place to him, brothers and sisters. You see? Everything that's going on over there is going to be taking place to him. And that's the sign of that's the greatest sign of our time. And no one's talking about it but the messenger of the covenant and those with him. You see? No one's talking about this, because what's going on over there is going to happen to them. You see? Which is going to be the destruction of false Israel. You see? That's the sign that, before that happened, you need to get out of there. You need to start getting out of their suburbs, get out of their communities, get out of neighborhoods, get out of bed with them. If you're in bed with them, then you're in trouble. But still get out of their way, because they're coming to get you. Once false Israel is destroyed, they're coming to get you. They're coming to kill you. That's why it says get into the inner city. Get away from them. Get. Why? Because it says what? It says when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, know that its destruction is near. Right? Boom! Destruction of false Israel. When you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, know that its destruction is near. Look at this. Surrounded. This Thyatira is false Israel, Satan. This is the book of the 7 churches, and they're surrounded by armies. This is the configuration of the 7 churches, which is Jerusalem, which is false Israel being surrounded by armies. And this is their destruction. Right before their destruction, said their destruction is near. And this is a warning to blacks to get the hell out of the suburbs, or wherever they're around devils. Get away from them and get into the inner cities. Because what? It says when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, know that its destruction is near. So we know that Jerusalem, right? Jerusalem is the capital of false Israel, right? So it says what? That means what? That they're going to be destroyed, not redeemed or punished, but destroyed. Which proves what? That they're not the true seed of Abraham. That they're Satan. And because why? It says because why? Because it says once God placed them in their land, they're not to be uprooted or removed. So once they are, then that means that they're not who they claim to be. They were indeed Satan. And now the ones who was hiding behind them was exposed too, because that mask was broken. Boom! Satan. You see? He was exposing Satan. The ones behind him was devils, wicked, evil, sinful, pedophiles, rapists, slave owners, murderers. You see? And now, who are you? You are the true seed of Abraham now. You're the one who has second claim. And now, you understand? And it said, curse those who curse Israel. And these devils been cursing you. And now their whole reality is flipped. It's been shattered. The ideology of this world is shattered. The structure of this reality is the structure. Right. The world is structured around the idea that false Israel is the true seed of Abraham. So once that's shattered, that's they function in peace. That's they beam of balance. That's how they were walking around feeling good. You understand? That was their therapy. That was they beam of balance. That's what kept them copacetic. You know what I'm saying? That's what kept them feeling good. Thinking they thought they was holy and pure because they was blessing Israel. So it said, bless those who bless. They was blessing false Israel. So they was thinking that they was blessed. They blessed themselves. We're good people. We're this and that. And now they're exposed. And now they now you find out that we the true seed of Abraham. It said, curse those who curse Israel. And now they instantly cursed. You understand? Now they know. Now they're in the judgment. Now they realize that everything that's going on is your fault. And you see? Now, but you understand, they've lost control. They lost total control. And now they're rushing at you to gain their control. Because they coming to take out and get rid of the evidence. Get rid of their judgment, which is you. Because now they find out you the personification of their judgment. Meaning you're the one to do it. So they cut your tongue out. And now you're here to cut their tongue out. You see? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. They know that you don't want to do it. It says, do unto them as was done to you, which was what they feared. And one day you would multiply, and you would, that you would multiply, and that you would come against them and get vengeance. You see? That you destroy them along with the enemies. That's exactly what they fear, right? Well, damn it, it's coming true. Right? They're going to definitely be destroyed. And now, this is why you have to, it says, right. When you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, it says flee. You see? When you see the Jerusalem surrounded by armies, it says flee. Get out of the neighborhoods, get out of the communities, get out of there, get out of that damn, get away from them. Because they're going to kill you. Because their reality has been shattered. See? So this is going to trigger the attack of all blacks when false Israel is destroyed. Completely out of there. Gone. You understand? They're gonna come after you. They're no longer sugarcoat or sweeten none of this, because now you are the one that's causing them hell and turmoil. You're the reason why they're going through all this hell. Now they know that they're in hell. Now they know that they're not going to heaven. They're not going to be raptured up. They're going to be saved. They're going straight to hell. And you're the cause of it. So they're going to get rid of you. Their job, because they're trying to gain their control back. And they're going to try to come get you, take you out of existence. You understand? That's why this is the most important message of our time, because our people's lives are in danger. They don't know. That's why it says when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, flee. It says don't go back into your house. Don't go back to get this. Don't go back to that. Don't go back to do this. Don't go back to get your baby. You understand? It said don't go back to get your baby. You understand how deep that is? A lot of people won't hesitate off that, especially the sisters, because they are already emotional by nature. So they gonna hesitate. They say you hesitate, you lose your life. You see? So that's why our people supposed to have this message, supposed to have their heads up, but they don't have no heads up. They don't know that they're in destruction. You got people telling them to stay here and land in imprisonment. You got people telling them devils ain't devils. You got people not telling them who Satan is. You got people the goddamn way. You understand? This is, and our people, lives depend on this message because it's that important. It said lives will be lost. It says my people are lost from the lack of knowledge. Lost from the lack of knowledge of what? That when false Israel is destroyed by Iran, right? Because that's who they're going against. That's the imminent war. Iran and false Israel, and the underdog's going to win. No one's going to expect Iran to win because everybody thinks that false Israel is God's people. That's God's man. Right? So they think God gonna come down and destroy his enemies, and they don't realize that God is with Iran. And they're gonna destroy false Israel, which isn't supposed to happen. You see? And that's gonna trigger the attack of all blacks. And so I said, our people, it said, my people are lost from the lack of knowledge. Lost from the lack of knowledge of when false Israel is destroyed, it's going to trigger the attack of all blacks. And it says, flee. Don't go back to get your baby. Till you get out the suburbs, you got the community, you got the neighborhood, you got to bed with them. Get the hell out of there because they're going to kill you. You see? You gather up into the cities because we're gonna gather up as a great army, and they're gonna go against you. But we got what you need, brothers and sisters. We got the information. We got the superior knowledge and wisdom for this time. We got the protection, the 5 mathematical pillars of Islam. You see, we got all these things for you. And what do these pastors and preachers and robbers of God do? Nothing. They got nothing for you. You got Louis Farrakhan telling you to stock up food, which is a bad idea because you become the target. Because there's going to be extreme famine here. That's another thing. And he telling you to stock up on food. So when you cook that thing, who you think they coming to get? And then you'll end up on the dinner table. And you don't forget, you're still 3/5 of a human, so you still classify as a human. as an animal. You're not even classified as a human. You classify as an animal. So if there's an extreme famine, who do you think they come? Who do you think they put on the dinner table first? That being said, brothers and sisters, our people's lives are in danger. You got people blocking the message. You got people in the way. You got people not telling the sisters who've done their job 100%, who kept our nation afloat, kept our nation alive, make sure we was here. They try to exterminate you, try to commit genocide on you, wipe you out, replace you with demons, but we're still here. The evidence that we're still here. That means that they did their job. You see? And the sisters won't have to go through what's coming, which is the tribulation. They're getting out of here with the elect. It said that Michael, which is the God, right? Master Prophet Muhammad, he would deliver those in the Lamb's Book of Life. So he would deliver the Lamb and the elect, which 144,000, and the sisters would go out with him. You see? Because they did their job. It was 100%. You see? And they don't deserve to go through that. You understand? Because we all made a deal. They made a deal. Well, hey, they did. We're not going to do all that deal stuff. They kept their word, and we didn't. We couldn't keep our word, which was to protect them. You see? They did their job. We didn't. So they did their job. They out of here. You see? So their way is paid with gold. They're getting the hell out of here. And I had to go through all this crap. You see? So you're telling your sister, you tell her ways paid with gold, and she's getting the hell out of her. Getting the hell out of here. And her and those children, they're getting out of here. They're not going through tribulations. You see? So you tell her to get with those prophetess, get with those sisters, and they're going to bring them up to speed so they can move forward to the next reality. They get the hell out of here. Prepare themselves for the next reality because they're getting out of here. You see? And that's another thing. You see, a lot of our sisters' lives going to be in danger because people blocking the damn message. The message never got to them. You understand? They supposed to have heard this so they can go home. They wouldn't have to worry about this. You see, they would have to. Their next trip would be paradise. You see, where they start to rebuild themselves up. You see, be put back on the pedestal where they belong. You see. At the top of the pedestal, never to be touched again. Not a hair on their head. Reestablish they respect and honor again. To avenge them. Avenge the black woman. You see? Because we're not going anywhere, brothers. The Levite brothers. You see? Because you failed the test. Either way it went. You see? So we're going through the tribulations, which is a trial for you to become better. Which is going to get you up to 100% because you're not 100%. You see, he said you be purified as gold, your silver, purified as gold. So we're going back into the fiery furnace. You see, but we got the 5 mathematical pillars, which allow you to walk through the fiery furnace without being burnt by the flames. Said no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You see, so it's not a curse, it's a trial to get you prepared for the next reality so you be ready, physically and mentally. You see, get you ready. Said you couldn't return till you had thrown out yourself. You see? So you wouldn't return back a blind elephant because you go in and tearing up everything. You see, you're powerful, but you're tearing up everything. But you see, you end up back in the same situation. You know what I'm saying? So you had to have your right mind. Had to have understand your nature. Had to understand what your enemies was. Had to understand all these things. You understand? Understand how the world works, how you work in it, how all these things work, brothers and sisters. So we're going through the tribulations. You see? But it said you do exploits. It said you do wonders, man. If you upload this information, if you apply the 5 mathematical pillars, you do what you're supposed to do. You see? We do what we're supposed to do, brothers. And then also it says, do unto them as was done to you, which is the will of Allah. You see? The will of Allah was to submit to the devils. We did that. Now the new one. Now the will of Allah is to do unto them as was done to you. You see? So they murdered. They murdered and decapitated and hung and chopped you up and burnt you up and did all these things to you. Destroyed your children. Stomped your children's heads in. Fed them to gators. All that's right. So it says, happy is the one who take their babies, their infants by the leg, and bash their head into the wall. So you wouldn't leave here until we gave back what they gave to us anyway. So we're not going anywhere because we had to make it right, and we had to avenge our black woman, had to avenge our ancestors. We got to set the record straight because you can't leave until you set the record straight. You ain't going no damn where. You see? So we got work to do. With that being said, brothers and sisters, thank you for listening to me. Assalamu alaikum.